It's thinking about it. Hello and welcome to the Movie Madhouse. I'm Jason.
I'm James.
Yeah, we are Robless. He is down with the sickness. There's a really bad cold bug going around. My mom's got it too. She's laid up in bed right now. So I think the weather has something to do with it, with the up and down of the temperature and stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm surprised I haven't been feeling it yet, but the week is still early, and we're going to get more of it this week. So,
I had a tiny bit of a cold for a few days a couple weeks ago.
yeah, I've been lucky, knock on wood, that I haven't had anything major for a while. So,
Yeah.
but again, we're still in that season. It's that smarch weather. It's hot, it's cold, it's hot, it's cold. Sometimes in the same day.
That is true.
So we did have it posted here. We were going to have the topic of movies that we should have watched, top 5 movies that we each think the other guy should have watched by now. But since we're Robless, we are going to put a pin in that. We're going to save that for next week. And today we're just going to do some general chit chat. We're going to talk about the Oscars. Might as well get that out of the way, since Rob absolutely loves the Oscars. I know he's going to be heartbroken that he isn't a part of the conversation. But yeah, it's just Oscars and general chit chat today. So let's get right to it. Did you watch the Oscars?
I did not. I saw some of the clips of the opening monologue and some of the acceptance stuff.
Okay, I was away this weekend. I got home at about just after 9, so I missed like the first half of the show. But my kid, my son Tally, and my wife were watching it, and they said the show was fun. Like apparently Conan O'Brien's opening bit was really funny. And I've seen I've seen a few clips of the stuff I missed too. Conan yelling at Grogu because he couldn't clap. Stuff like that. All in all, I think it was a pretty well received show.
I think so.
The awards surprised me though. Like, no, I can't. You know what? I can't say surprise, because my opinion on some of the movies that get nominated and whatnot, it doesn't jive. Like, if people aren't watching a movie, how can it be the best movie?
Yeah.
But we're not here to argue that. We're just here to talk about some of the goings ons and some of the winners. So, what did you think of the? Did you see most of the Best Picture nominees? Did you watch any of them?
I had only seen. Let me see. I had seen 3 of them. I saw Sinners, I saw F1, and I saw Frankenstein.
Okay.
Sinners I saw a couple times. Loved it. Sorry, go on.
No, I saw Sinners as well. I saw it in the theater. Loved it. Rob still hasn't watched it. I did see One Battle After Another, and I watched F1 like a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago maybe. Tally and I finally watched it. It was the last, because Tally tries to watch all the Best Picture nominees every year.
Right.
And that was the last one he had to watch, was F1. And I loved F1. Was awesome.
I watched it last year, probably in the summer or something. I caught it online. I thought it was good. I didn't think it was really anything special, though. I've seen better racing movies. I was surprised it got nominated for Best Picture. I just didn't think it was anything breaking new ground.
Okay. It is, after seeing it, I do have that little bit of regret that I didn't see it in the theater, because the car stuff was pretty friggin' awesome.
It was pretty good. In terms of racing movies, I thought Rush was way better.
I say I never watched Rush. So
yeah, that's an F1 racing movie that's based on a true story.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it. I'm not entirely sure, but I think Rob and Christina were actually at TIFF when it was there. I don't think they saw it there, but they might have been outside, like red carpet or whatever they do there. I feel
Okay.
like that was they were there the year that it was at TIFF. But no, it's not. It's one I never did watch. I guess I don't get drawn to too many of those types of movies. F1 did have a little bit because one of the one racing movies that I have watched numerous times and still go back to on a random occasion is Days of Thunder.
Okay.
And F1 has a little bit of that feel. Not
I, I
entirely, but there's elements there that kind of gave me that vibe.
I suppose.
But the it won for was it here? I got the
I
list
think
here.
I
Just
think best sound.
best, yes, it won for best sound, and it sounded awesome. Like the car noises and whatnot. Like just the filming of it. It was the same crew that did Top Gun Maverick, right?
Right.
So the jet stuff in Top Gun Maverick was stellar. So for them to just get into these cars, it was really cool. Again, I wish I would have seen that theater for that experience.
I kind of wish I had seen Sinners in the theater, but I loved it regardless both times I watched it.
I that one I did catch in a theater because my kid was hyping it up pretty big, and yeah, it was awesome. But surprisingly, despite Sinners having the most nominations in Oscar history, it did not win Best Picture. Best Picture went to One Battle After Another.
Which I was a little surprised by, but I still haven't seen it, so
I was a little surprised too. One Battle After Another, I did watch it. It was good. It was kind of weird in some aspects. It's really hard to describe for me. It I guess Sean Penn won for best supporting actor, and he does deserve it. He was a weird character, like a weird role, but he played it really, really, really well. And like the movie is good. It's not one I'm going to go back to.
right.
But I again, this is where I don't fully understand what they're because Sinners was such a monster hit and was so original and different. Not to say One Battle After Another wasn't, because it definitely is different in a lot of respects. I don't understand that over Sinners, but it was good. It was good. Now, mind you, this was also Paul Thomas Anderson's win. Finally, he'd been nominated, I think, like 14 times prior,
I think that's what they said.
and he finally won it. And hey, good on him. Good on him. Best director for Paul Thomas Anderson as well. He got directing and the best picture. So, there's something to it, but it's not for everyone. Okay, just to be honest, it's not going to be for everyone.
I would say the same thing about Inherent Vice, which in my opinion is my personal favorite Paul Thomas Anderson movie.
See,
Another
I know
based
I
on the
watched that
same
one.
based on a book by the same author as One Battle After Another.
Oh, okay. I know I watched Inherent Vice, but I don't know if like I don't really remember much of it. But that might have been my early Green Haze days, so lot's been lost to the green fog.
Fair enough.
But again, it's funny. It has some really funny moments. One Battle After Another does. It does have some funny stuff there, but there is one particular visual. It's I can't call it a full scene. It's a particular visual that to me is one of the most unintentionally funny bits ever. And it's fairly early in the movie. It's within the first like 15, 20 minutes. It okay. I'm not going to say it's a spoiler. It's a spoiler, but it doesn't really affect the plot. But you'll see the lead actress. I can't remember her name right now, but
I know who you're talking about.
she's pregnant at this point. She's got the big round pregnant belly, and there she is with an AK-47 going full auto, with right up against the belly, like shaking up the
Oh.
baby. I'm like, that can't be good for the baby. To me, when that popped up on the screen, I laughed out loud. But I don't think it was meant to be funny, but it might have been. I don't know, but It got me. That's the one joke that really made me laugh.
Nice.
Um, Now back to Sinners though. Michael B. Jordan did win for his double role in Sinners, and so well deserved. I had this argument with my kid that any actor who can pull off multiple characters in one movie believably, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy can play 15 different characters in one of his movies, but that's always going to be Eddie Murphy, right?
Right.
Yeah, you could see that. Michael B. Jordan played these brothers, and he played them with enough differences between them that you believe that he was two separate people. And he,
I would say the only other person I think, in my opinion, who's done that, or at least as well, was Nick Cage in Adaptation, where he played twin brothers.
see, I've never seen that, but no, my mind immediately goes to Tatiana Maslany for Orphan Black. You know
Oh,
that
okay. Well, she played more
uh,
than two in that one.
she, uh, five that I can recall, but
The the
I'm pretty
interesting
sure
thing
there was
about
more.
the interesting thing about Adaptation was, like, Nick Cage is playing Charlie Kaufman and his twin brother Donald Kaufman, and that movie, I believe, got nominated. I'm trying to remember if it actually won for. I don't think it actually won, but it got nominated for Best Original Screenplay. And it's the first time in history that a fictitious person got nominated for an award, because it was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay, and the screenwriters were credited as Charlie Kaufman and Donald Kaufman. Donald Kaufman doesn't exist. Charlie Kaufman doesn't have an identical twin brother.
Okay, I only knew the movie vaguely. I know my kid has hyped it up a few times, but it's never been on my radar. But I don't know. Maybe someday I might check it out. I do. I like Nicolas Cage, so I there's no reason for me not to watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Lead actress or best actress in a leading role went to Jessie Buckley for Hamnet.
I keep forgetting what that's about. It has something to do with
It's
Hamlet.
it's well, no, it's about the wife of William Shakespeare.
Okay.
She plays the wife of William Shakespeare. Hamnet, I believe, is the name of the village that she lived in or something. I don't know anything more about the story, but it is about Shakespeare's wife. And that's the
Okay.
role that she played. Again, my kid loved it. It was one of his favorites of the year, and she was apparently great in it. Not going to be for everyone. I think he did say it was kind of slow and whatnot. So
I was
uh,
surprised that Kate Hudson got nominated for Song Sung Blue.
she was good in it, though.
She
She was
was,
good in
and
it.
it was a good movie. It was just one of those, no one's going to have heard of it.
But that role got her. I'm just going to jump to the Razzies real quick.
I heard about this.
She got the Redeemer Award. I don't know
Yeah.
what she would have got a Razzie for in the past. I don't know the history there,
Maybe
but
maybe romantic comedies.
maybe one of those at some point. Yeah,
Yeah.
but she got the Redeemer Razzie Award for Song Song Blue, and it's well deserved because she played it well. You know,
She
to me,
did.
that was a really great movie. Best supporting actor, as I mentioned before, Sean Penn. Again, it's a weird character. He's like this military colonel hunting, basically trying to hunt down Leo and his crew. They're like resistance fighters and stuff.
Okay.
Um, but not for the reasons you would think. He's like infatuated with Leo's wife, or baby mama, if you will, who disappeared for a long time. He was like infatuated in a very sexual manner. He was infatuated with her, obsessively so. Um, yeah, and he's got this weird look. They did something with his mouth. Almost, I can't remember if it had like a scar or something like, but it's just, yeah, but he was good. He was good, and he was up against some pretty stiff competition for that. Jacob Elordi in particular with Frankenstein, a lot of people hyping that role.
I totally missed that Delroy Lindo got nominated for Sinners.
Yeah, no, I did catch that one, but the front runner, I believe the front runners going into the Oscars themselves was between Sean Penn, Benicio del Toro, also for One Battle After Another, and Jacob Elordi. I think that's what Tally had told me at one point.
Jacob Elordi did a great job as the Frankenstein's monster.
Yeah, I see. I just don't know if I want to watch that movie. It hasn't. It doesn't seem to have anything that really makes me want to watch it. You know
It's
what I
it's
mean?
very it's very no, I know what you mean. It's very well done. Oscar Isaac just prepared to he's going over the top in the movie, but Jacob
Okay.
Elordi does a fantastic job.
All right. Now I guess one of the first surprise of the night, because it was like the first award, best actress in a supporting role, well deserved, went to Amy Madigan from Weapons.
Which I still haven't seen.
Oh, so damn good. She plays Aunt Gladys. That's all I'm gonna say. She'd been, I don't want to say snubbed, but she hadn't won too many other awards. So she well deserved completely. And
Is
for her
she
to
is
get the
she in the movie a lot?
the second half of the movie,
Okay.
but she's a key character.
I'm
It's
assuming I'm
it's a
assuming
major
Wunmi
role.
Mosaku is the Michael B. Jordan's girlfriend in the movie.
The one that lived off in that little shack
His
that he
his
goes.
baby mama.
Yes,
Okay. Okay,
yes.
sorry.
Tiana Taylor. That was the actress from One Battle After Another.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
yeah.
she was also nominated for supporting role. Because
I
she's
didn't mean
not
to
in it a whole lot.
I didn't mean to derail you from Weapons.
Oh no,
Sorry.
no, it's fine. Yeah, Amy Madigan's character comes in about halfway through, and that's when, like, if you when you watch Weapons, it was on my list to watch as a group when when we do the home viewing thing, but
Yeah.
I had to watch it before the Oscars because Tally was just going on about it, and it had some monster hype, and it is completely original. The first half is going to have you really with a lot of questions, like what's missing here? Like there's pieces of the puzzle that are just missing, and then Aunt Gladys shows up, and you start to fill in some of those puzzle pieces. You start to get a few more questions, but then when the third act hits and the climax comes about, it takes off. The climax of the movie gets insanely fun, and she
Yeah.
was great. She was great in that role, well deserved in my opinion for the Oscar there.
See, that made me think about when we were talking about when we watched Barbarian
Hmm.
at your place, I believe.
Yep.
Where I suggested like, well, maybe they should have started the Justin Long segment first and then flipped back to the other one. It would have made more sense. But I started thinking like I understand why he did it now because you get the I'm trying not to wander into spoiler territory here, but because the movie opens with the girl showing up at the B&B and it's already being occupied by Bill Skarsgård's character.
So we
And
get that
like
red herring of Bill Skarsgård's going to
because
be
of the characters he's
segment.
played,
Yep.
you want to think he's going to be the bad guy, and he turns out to not be, and that's all I'll say. But I get it. I get it.
Yeah, that director, I cannot remember his name right now, but yeah, he
Zach
knows how to.
Kreger.
Zach Krieger. He's got a style where he sets things up. You're going to have a lot of questions and whatnot, but just ride that wave, and you're going to get all your answers. Everything's going to be fulfilled. You're going to enjoy the ride.
Yeah.
Right now, I am a big fan of Zach Krieger, so I don't know what he's got next, but
Resident Evil.
oh really? He's doing the new Resident Evil.
He's doing the Resident Evil. Apparently, they gave him free reign.
Interesting. I can't say I'm a fan of Resident Evil, like that series, because I dropped out. I think at 3. But hey, if it's gonna, is it supposed to be like a reboot, remake?
I think so. Yeah.
Then all right,
He does
starting
have
fresh.
something. He does have something original lined up after that, but this
Okay.
one is an IP.
Hey, if he's getting free reign and it's a reboot, I'm fine with that. Just start something fresh. Give us a fresh take on it. I'm down with that. Just don't fuck up the source material too much. That's
Yeah.
where you lose me. Okay, keep the general premise, the Umbrella Corporation creating this virus, blah blah blah. Don't deviate too far from that, and then we'll be
Right.
okay. Um, best writing original screenplay, Ryan Coogler for Sinners. I'm
Oh, did he
not
win the
surprised.
screenplay too?
He won screenplay.
Oh, these things are out of order.
He won best
Okay.
writing for original screenplay.
And that was a fantastic original screenplay.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I honestly going into it, I don't think I knew that it was a vampire movie.
No, and I
I
don't think you were supposed to. It was like From Dusk Till Dawn, the first half.
the
You have no idea.
the trailers, looking back, the trailers kind of give you that hint, but it's not 100% clear.
No,
There's
no.
something weird and supernatural going on, but just what specifically, right?
Yeah.
I think they really hid that well in the trailers.
Yeah.
And then best writing adapted screenplay went to One Battle After Another. As you said, it was written by the same guy who did Inherent Vice.
Yes. Thomas Pynchon is the author.
Yes. The novel that One Battle is based on is called Vineland.
Oh, is it?
Yes, the Wikipedia says that's what Wikipedia says.
Oh, okay.
uh,
Interesting.
best animated feature went to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Apparently that was a big hit. I had zero interest in seeing that.
The only reason I actually watched it, and I've watched it twice, is because of my granddaughter. She
There's no,
loves it.
there's another upcoming animated feature that I have zero interest in watching, but we can wait till after the Oscars
What is it?
talk about that.
Throw it out there.
Oh, did you not hear about the Firefly announcement?
Oh, yes, I did. I'm I'm not going to say I'm excited, but I am looking forward to it just because I want a little
I'm
bit more of that. But
I'm disappointed for two reasons. One, it's not live action, and two, Joss Whedon's not involved. Apparently,
Josh,
apparently he gave it his blessing.
okay, but Joss Whedon is, he's kind of been blackballed now,
Yeah, but
given
that's
his
his.
history.
But Firefly and Serenity was his baby, so.
Yeah, and so was Buffy the Vampire Slayer. But did you hear that news?
Oh yeah, I heard that. I wasn't holding up a lot of hope for that one because he wasn't involved.
Well, that was Chloe Zhao who did the movie Hamnet, nominated
Yeah.
for an Oscar for Hamnet. Hulu canceled the release of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer sequel series for unknown reasons, but rumor is Chloe Zhao took it in a more serious, dark and serious direction, which was not the vibe of the original, and Hulu wasn't really liking it.
See, there you go. You need Joss Whedon in there.
Uh, yeah, but nobody's going to give him a chance right now. Not his reputation is too tarnished at this point.
Mm.
Okay, back to the Oscars. Yeah, K-Bot Demon Hunters animated feature film, and it's fun. It is fun. My granddaughter loves it. Best song, original song, also was Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. First
Right.
K-pop song to win an Oscar, which is a bit of history there. Um, let's see. Best international feature went to Sentimental Value, which is a film with Elle Fanning and Stellan Skarsgård.
And I believe that one was also nominated for Best Picture,
It was, yes.
which
Callie,
doesn't happen a lot.
no, yeah, it sometimes it's pretty rare. Best documentary feature film went to a movie called Mr. Nobody Against Putin. Apparently, it's a story about a teacher in Russia who was going against the Putin regime's curriculum or something along those lines.
It sounds vaguely familiar.
Best documentary short film went to All the Empty Rooms, which it was crazy, the crowd reaction to the documentary film section. Like the crowd, that's when I actually came home just in time for that, and the crowd was like, there was a lot of hooting and hollering over the documentary categories.
Wow.
But All the Empty Rooms is about four of the children that died from school shootings.
Oh, okay.
One of which the mother of one of the children profiled their daughter was killed during the Uvalde school shooting.
Okay.
So yeah, it was very topical, and but apparently very well done, very well received.
I did hear that they for the live action short film that they actually had a tie.
Yes, just about to get to that. A live action short film went between a movie called The Singers and two people exchanging saliva.
Oh, that's catchy.
That's quite the title.
Yeah.
Um, Best animated short film went to The Girl Who Cried Pearls. I am not familiar with any of these short films. Apparently, they
No.
did not come through our festival. That's my hope, is that one day we get something that comes through CK, it's, Skiff, and then it shows up. I really was thought Kim's video might have possibly gotten to that level, but no, apparently not.
Just
Um,
needs the right person to lay their eyes on it.
exactly. That's what it always comes down to, right?
Yeah.
Best music original score went to Sinners. Ludwig Göransson
Yeah.
for Sinners. Great score. Great score.
Yes.
And then, as I said, best music original song was Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. They only had two of the songs that were nominated were performed live, Golden and I Lied to You from Sinners.
Yeah, I thought that was dumb that they only did the two.
They're trying to get away from musical performances at the Oscars I think, for time constraints.
Which is dumb because they're some of the best parts.
Yeah. I missed the I Lied to You performance, but Tally said it was pretty wild. It was pretty awesome.
Oh, I can only imagine.
He liked it. I've got to look that up.
I would have loved to have seen them do the Rocky Road to Dublin live.
Oh
Get that nominated.
yeah. Best sound, I think we mentioned earlier, F1. God, that movie, you're gonna feel the engines as they're going by and stuff. It's great sound work there.
Yeah.
Best casting went to One Battle After Another, and it was when they won that award, Tally would just kept going on. Yeah, One Battle After Another's winning the best picture.
Oh yeah.
He's like, as soon as it won casting, he goes, oh yeah, it's winning. It's winning.
And that was the first year for that category.
Was it?
I believe so.
Oh, I'm not aware, but I guess it makes sense because you gotta all aspects. Where's the stunt category? They need to bring in the stunt category,
Yeah. And a motion capture.
and motion capture. Absolutely. Then they should name that one for
Andy Serkis.
Andy Serkis, the Andy Serkis Motion Capture Award.
Yes. Absolutely.
And the stunt award, they can just call it the Fall Guy Award.
Yeah.
Best production design went to Frankenstein. Tally said absolutely. Compared to the other movies, the production design of Frankenstein is just, he said it was just gorgeous.
It was.
So
it was.
And
he's absolutely right.
Clips and trailers, yeah, it looks like it's going to be a visual spectacle. So, best cinematography went to Sinners.
Yeah.
Autumn Gerald Arkapaw, and she, I believe, was the first woman to win the cinematography award.
Really?
Yes.
Interesting.
She won it. Tally was telling me that, and then after she won it, before they did the next award, Conan actually said it.
Oh, okay.
So, yes, she was the first woman to win the cinematography award.
Nice.
And well deserved. Sinners was so beautifully shot. Best makeup and hairstyling went to Frankenstein again.
Yeah, that would be kind of a gimme.
And costume design as well.
Yeah, and for both of those, I would give the first runner up to Sinners.
Okay.
Because their production design, their makeup for like the vampire effects and stuff, not over the top, just very subtly done.
Okay. Again, what little I've seen, I can't dispute that. Film editing went to One Battle After Another. I can't judge that category. Okay, what people see when they're trying to judge it on an editing factor, I can't judge. I'm not seeing what they're seeing.
Yeah.
I do have to. There's certain categories I just can't. I don't know enough to understand them.
Although the way you describe weapons, I'm surprised it wasn't nominated for that.
Um, yeah, a little bit. But for film editing, it was basically Best Picture nominees. It was F1, Marty Supreme, Sentimental Value, and Sinners, and one bad
Oh,
one.
yeah,
So
I heard that Marty Supreme is getting repeatedly shut out of the awards.
it did. Now the one award that ticks me off a little bit, Best Visual Effects. This is the last one on the list. Best Visual Effects.
Oh, hello.
Of course, Best Visual Effects had to go to Avatar, right? It had to.
Okay. The
Like
only award it got, I think.
it is, and of course it had to go to it. Not that I care. Like whoop de doo.
Hey, no, no.
I I personally, okay, I love Sinners in my bias. Sure, I would have preferred to see Sinners or F1 take that award over Avatar, but Avatar is nothing but visual effects.
I know that's what like I remember the first Avatar won best cinematography. I'm like, how? It's
If
all it's
if anything, Avatar at this point should be in the animated category.
just about. Yeah.
I think an argument could be made there.
Having said that, I didn't see the third one after really not liking the second one.
Yeah, I forced myself to watch the second one some time ago. I have less than no interest to watching any further Avatar movies.
Yeah,
Period.
I still love the first one, but
I'm just nope, not interested at all. I'm out.
yeah.
So there's the Oscars for this year. There's some winners. A bit of a surprise that Sinners didn't get more, but yeah, it was going to be a race between one battle after another and Sinners for really going into it. So there
Yeah.
you go. Again, one battle after another is good. It's a little weird. Gets it. I don't want to say hard to follow, but just it's weird to follow a little bit and understand. DiCaprio is great in it, but I can't just you got to watch it to really appreciate when I say it's weird.
Right.
That's all I can say. Now, quickly, let's just shift over to the Razzies.
Okay.
Um, the movie that basically cleaned up at the Razzies was War of the Worlds. I have not watched it. I will
Oh,
not watch it.
the Ice Cube online one. Yeah.
Yes, it won Worst Picture. The director, Rich Lee, won Worst Director. Ice Cube won Worst Actor. Worst Actress actually went to Rebel Wilson for a movie called Bride Hard. I don't even think I heard of that movie.
No.
Worst Supporting Actor went to all the Seven Dwarves in Snow White. Worst Supporting Actress went to Scarlett Rose Stallone for a movie called Gunslingers that apparently is Sly Stallone's daughter.
I've heard her name before, but I'd never heard of the movie.
Yeah, I've not heard of it either. Worst Screen Combo again went to all seven artificial dwarves in Snow White. Worst Remake, Ripoff, or Sequel went to War of the Worlds. I told you it kind of cleaned up. Worst Screenplay, War of the Worlds.
Wow.
And then the Redeemer Award, as we mentioned before, Kate Hudson for Song Sung Blue.
I almost want to see War of the Worlds just to see if it's that bad.
So bad that it's good, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I, I I hate to say it. I'm kind of in the same boat. I might pull the trigger on it just to see, but I don't know. Right out the get go, I heard that it was not good. Like weekend of its release, I was hearing it's not good. It's not good. So I don't know. That much negative hype. I don't know if it's even worth my time. And
Yeah.
it was made by uh
Amazon.
Universal.
Was it Universal? I heard that it was basically an advertisement for Amazon.
Yeah, well, yeah, it was on Amazon Prime, but it was a Universal's Pictures. But I'm seeing Patrick Aiello and Timur Bekmambetov. That kind of makes me sad because I like Timur Bekmambetov.
Yeah.
He's had some cool flicks, so that's a
Yeah.
little
Very
sad.
cool.
But they got a different perspective, right? He's a Russian filmmaker. They do things a little differently.
Yeah.
That's kind of why I like some of his other films. But they can't all
Oh,
be wanted. So
oh, that's true. Or or
or
Night Watch.
Night Watch and Day Watch. Yep.
Yeah.
Those were my first introductions to him. And then
Oh, same here.
I don't know if he directed or produced. There was the Nine, the
He
animated.
he produced that one. He directed Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter.
That's the other one that I remember. Yes, I saw that
And
in the theater.
so did I. And he also did the Ben-Hur remake, which I thought was surprisingly good.
I vaguely knew that existed. I did not realize it was him.
Yeah, it's not his typical wheelhouse.
Okay. So there we go. There's the big awards for this year, the Oscars and the Razzies. Congratulations to all the winners out there. You know, I want to say well deserved, in my opinion. Some of them maybe less so. I'm looking at you, Avatar. So with that out of the way, what else do you want to talk about? What other movies have you watched or anything?
I I haven't really watched any movies.
What?
Aside from uh, the only movie I've seen so far from this year. Well, my wife and I watched Nuremberg finally. That I meant to watch before the end of the year last year. Not that it got nominated for anything.
It doesn't have to be any movies that are new or anything. Just anything you've watched. I don't watch a lot of new movies. I go back and watch old stuff. Or
No, I know.
Previously released stuff.
I started. I started watching Send Help.
Oh.
But I'd only got up to the point where he just
you sure
Dylan O'Brien. No. I don't want. I'm not getting into it.
No, I mean, how?
What do you mean how?
Where's it streaming?
Oh, I have an app.
Oh.
Anyway, I only got to the part where they get shipwreck on the island and he wakes up and she's taking care of him. Anyway.
Okay.
But I did watch the episode you guys did where you were talking about she's like the meek mousy kind of character. And it's just like, oh my God, she's so awkward. She was doing that really well.
Yes, she was. Yes,
And I did my own quick little top 5 Sam Raimi films.
Okay, well, fire them out real quick.
Okay, number 5, Quick and the Dead. I wanted to say, I could have sworn, maybe it's the Mandela effect, I could have sworn that in the flashback of her father getting hung, that it was Bruce Campbell.
No,
I could have sworn it was. Okay. It was so weird. I'm just like, I remember it being Bruce Campbell.
We said that it should have been. Like, I'm surprised Sam Raimi didn't bring him in for even for that. But no, that was Gary Sinise.
Yeah. Number 4 was Evil Dead 2. Number 3 is Army of Darkness, just because it's so much funnier than Evil Dead 2, even though Evil Dead 2 is hilarious. Mm-hmm. Number 2 is A Simple Plan, and number 1 for me had to be Drag Me to Hell.
Oh, see, I was surprised that Drag Me to Hell didn't make Rob's list. I honestly thought it would.
Has he seen it? Did he say? I can't remember.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's seen it. Oh. He has seen it.
I had one other comment I wanted to make about the episode. It was when Rob mentioned that he meant to watch Fame, but he ended up watching Flashdance.
Yep.
And what I immediately thought of was, have you seen The Internship? The one where Vince Vaughn and Owen Wilson get a job at Google?
I've watched it once.
Yeah.
Back.
Vince Vaughn does a few inspirational speeches to try and rally the troops, his team of interns in there. Right. And twice during the movie he references Flashdance. We're like that woman from the Steel Town, and she gets on that stage and she pulls the water. he's trying to hype him up. So he's talking about Flashdance. Internship, which one of the supporting characters in it played by Dylan O'Brien from Send Help.
That's right, he was in that. That's
Yeah,
probably what I recognize him from.
maybe.
I when I went looking, I I don't know that I've seen him in much of anything, but yet he looked so damn familiar.
Well, I've seen him in a few romantic comedies kind of movie, but I mainly remember him from the Maze Runner trilogy
See, and I only watched the first one of that, and I don't
because
really remember much.
he's the main guy. He's the one they call Greenie.
I thought so, but
Yeah.
I only watched the first one of that series. Just
I
didn't
don't know
quite.
if you've seen this movie. There's a movie called American Assassin with Dylan O'Brien, Michael Keaton, and Taylor Kitsch. It's
No, I'm vaguely familiar, like I know it exists, but I know I never watched it.
okay. Okay. Let me see. I've been starting to watch season one. I mean, I'm caught up on the show from, but my wife had recently seen the preview for it, and she's like, "This sounds like an interesting show." I'm like, "Oh, I love that show. We should totally watch it." So we're about three-quarters of the way through season one,
Okay.
and I hadn't. It's been a few years since I watched it, so there was a bunch of stuff that I forgot. I'm trying very hard not to spoil things for her.
Gotcha. I currently we got about 4 episodes left rewatching Ted Lasso with my wife because
Oh,
the
I
season
still want to
four
get into
comeback,
that.
the season four comeback is coming up in a couple months. So
Yeah.
I want to go through it. So we got like 4 episodes left of the third season, and it is one of the best shows. Like I mean, top to bottom, it'll make you feel good. It'll make you laugh. Might even make you cry if you're emotional enough. It is really really good. The one character arc, the character of Nate, will piss you off. Like through the late second season into the third season, I just want to reach into the screen and slap the fuck out of him. That's the kind of
I
effect he has on me.
I always rewatch the dart scene that I find on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Great scene. Great scene. But
The
you're hard pressed to find a bad scene in that show. That's how good it is.
That's what I always hear.
And just the whole point of it, his positivity, even though his life isn't all happy hunky dory, he has a positivity that just becomes infectious, and everyone around him becomes better people because of what he brings to them. You know.
There was one other movie that I did watch semi recently. It was from last year, but it was like I always meant to see this, but it wasn't available. It was it's a movie called A Big Bold Beautiful Journey, and
Is that the one with the doors
yeah,
with your pal Colin Farrell? And
it does have Colin Farrell in it, yes,
it's Colin
and
Farrell and
Margot
Margot.
Robbie.
I almost wanted to say Samara, but no, it's Margot.
It
The trailer looked interesting.
it's a good heartwarming movie, and there's a nice supporting cast in there. It's not a large cast, but they sort of both meet up at this car rental agency that seems to be some sort of cosmic matchmaking, and it's Kevin Kline and what's her name, Phoebe Waller Bridge.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but yeah,
The trailer
it's
looked interesting, but it's never come across like where's it even streaming? Like,
I bought the DVD at Walmart, but it says streaming on Crave and
okay,
Amazon Prime.
I don't think I've ever seen it like pop up in any of the lists on there, but it's a different genre that I'm probably going to, right? So,
Probably, yeah.
but I should check it out because the trailer looks very very interesting. The whole concept of the doors taking to different worlds and stuff like any you
Well,
know
it's not so much different worlds. It's different moments in their respective pasts.
okay. Still, you're kind of getting into a bit of a multiverse type thing, and that's always interesting to me because there's a lot of room to play there.
It is interesting. It is interesting.
Um, movie wise, I go back to older movies. For some reason, I've got drawn in over the last couple weeks and revisited. Are you how familiar are you with Stephen Chow's films?
I've seen Kung Fu Hustle.
Uh,
I have seen I believe I've seen Shaolin Soccer.
those are the only two that I like. CJ7 was good, but it was missing something. But Kung Fu Hustle and Shaolin Soccer, I love those movies.
I don't remember Shaolin Soccer almost at all, but I thought Kung Fu Hustle was hilarious.
Yeah, it is. It still holds up. It is completely just so goofy and over the top, especially the landlady.
Yeah,
Is she's such an over the top character, but then the reveal comes about halfway through the movie of who she is and stuff. Like I love it. There's supposedly we're gonna get a sequel, but it's been talked about for probably 10 years. I don't know if we'll ever actually get it, but there was supposedly talks for a Kung Fu Hustle 2 that was going to be more modern day because it was set in kind of like the 40s, 50s, I think.
right.
And I think that, but there was talk about it, them doing a sequel set in modern day. I don't know if we're ever actually going to get it. And
Oh, who knows?
Shaolin Soccer is just again just so goofy and silly, and
Yeah,
but I love the climax. I love the final soccer match or football match, and how they win it. Like it's so anime, you know.
right.
Which brings up another quick topic: One Piece, the live action season two came out.
Okay.
I'm only 2 episodes in on season two, but my God, it is probably the best live action anime adaptation ever. It is so well done.
I should check out a episode or the trailer or something because I so far I have zero motivation to check it out because I
It
hadn't seen anything about it. But
If you don't know anything about the original anime, you don't need to go. Just watch the first episode of season one. You're going to get everything you need to know what the world that you're in, and what the whole premise is. But
okay,
what they have done with the live action, with the visual look of it, there's so much that just looks right out of the anime. The story, yeah, they're making some slight alterations to the story, but nothing that ruins it. It doesn't destroy the continuity or anything like that. It's their own version that's just slightly different, and I mean very slightly different. And it's funny as hell and over the top, but the visual effects, it's anime. Like they've captured every bit of the anime-ness that they can in this show.
oh nice.
And I'm only 2 episodes in on season two because I'm only watching one episode at a time just to savor it because it
Okay,
is so damn good. And I keep seeing things online like reveals, and like they introduced a character who is a bit bigger later in the anime. They briefly introduced in the second episode of season two. We were like, oh, that's this guy, you know. I do recommend it if you want something different and crazy. What's going on over there?
sorry.
Your microphone is going crazy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think I was tapping. Was it that?
That was it. Yes.
Okay, sorry. Hands off. I was just fiddling.
Um, there was one other movie that I wanted to mention. Oh, uh, uh, the DM of my D&D group on Thursday nights. He's a big movie guy, but he loves to watch all the stuff from way back in like the 80s and 90s.
Okay.
And he had a long list of movies that he was trying to track down, and I managed to find some for him. And one of which, like, well, more than one. There's some that I remember watching as a kid, and I know I watched them, and they're not great by any means. But there was one that he had in his list that had me curious because I was quite sure that I had watched it, but I couldn't remember anything about it. And it was called Crossworlds with Rutger Hauer.
Oh, the name sounds familiar. I don't think I've ever seen it or owned it.
Rutger Hauer is not the lead actor in it. The lead actor is Josh. I don't know his last name. I can't think of his last name right now, but he's on the TV show The Good Fight. He's a lawyer.
Okay.
He's a lawyer in the show The Good Fight, I think it's called.
Josh
I see.
Charles?
That's him. That's it.
Oh yeah, I know him from Threesome.
Don't know that
The
one.
movie with Stephen Baldwin and Lara Flynn Boyle from the 90s. Oh yeah, I recognize this cover.
You recognize the cover, but did you see
I
the movie?
recognize that. No, no, I never saw the movie, but I remember seeing the cover in video stores.
So I watched it because like I've had it in my possession and I was curious. It was fun. It was interesting. You talk about talking about multiverse and stuff. That's what it's about. Cross worlds where dimensions can cross over. Um, Rutger Hauer, when he shows up, he is just kind of like an arrogant prick. He's just he's really arrogant. Treats the main character like crap, even though they got to work together and stuff. He's kind of a jerk because he left the resistance movement. He's his own man, but he's getting pulled back in and all this stuff. The effects aren't great. The acting isn't really all that great, but it was fun and different. But there was in one scene in particular because it's dealing with people who can wield magic. They're magic users, whatever, and they're fighting over this artifact, this staff, and this thing, this necklace thing that can control the crossing over of worlds and stuff. And
Right.
there, so the main character, the female lead, and Rutger Hauer are in an elevator. They're in the villain's base, which is like an office building, and they're in the elevator and they're going down to the first floor. They were up high. As they're going, all of a sudden the walls fall away from the elevator and it's just
Mm.
nothingness around them. And Rutger Hauer just grabs grabs Josh Charles and he's like, just remember, nothing is real. This isn't really happening. But as soon as Josh Charles looks down, he falls. He starts falling. He grabs on. He's hanging. Now he's hanging off the outside the elevator, and holding on to Rutger Hauer's legs. Then the female lead reaches down, tries to pull him up. She ends up falling. Now she's hanging off of him. So the elevator's still going down. Like you can still see the number thing, and it's still counting down. And how Rutger Hauer looks down, he goes like, "You guys got to get back in here before we get to one, or you're going to be crushed."
Yeah.
So they're like, sure enough, just at the last second, he pulls his feet up. They hit the first floor. The walls reappear, and they're in the elevator, and they're fine. That was a really cool scene.
Nice.
Like a really neat scene. All in all, would I say it holds up? Eh, but it was a fun watch, and it looked vaguely familiar. I'm sure I watched it back in the day when it first came out, but I hadn't gone back to it much. But it was cool to see Rutger Hauer again in that era.
Yeah.
He was a very underrated actor for me.
Yeah, and I have one of his that's like I think it's called Blind Fury or something,
That's one of his most well known.
which I still haven't seen, but I have the DVD.
There's just the one scene. It's in the trailer too. Like some a guy come like pushing up on him in a bar or whatever, and he's got his cane and he flips the sword out and cuts the guy's gun or something. He's putting it away and he goes, "I also do circumcisions." That's the only line I can remember from it. But that was a good one for him. Split Second is the one that's set in like a almost post apocalyptic. It's London, but it's flooding, and
Name sounds familiar.
there's an alien going around ripping people's hearts out,
Oh,
and
fun.
he has like a psychic connection to it for some reason, and because of this, he's like this badass cop, but he follows his own rules, of course, blah blah blah. Um,
Yeah.
but he doesn't sleep much because he has these nightmares and whatnot. So he's constantly just getting jacked up on coffee and sugar. He's constantly eating donuts just for the sugar rush, and that's a fun one. And the first introduction outside of uh,
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, was a movie called Wanted Dead or Alive, where he played a bounty hunter.
My first introduction, I've never heard of that one. My first introduction to him would have been either Lady Hawk or Blood. I think it was called. Was it called Blood of Heroes? It's like him and Joan Chen.
I don't remember.
It's another post-apocalyptic, like a blood sport.
Okay.
Well, not blood sport, like Blood Bowl, kind of like football to the death kind of thing.
I don't know that one. Lady Hawk, of course. Yeah, I kind of forgot about that one.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't know if I watched that one a whole lot back in the day, but I watched it later on. Wanted Dead or Alive was cool. He was this bounty hunter, and he was chasing down basically like a terrorist. And I could be wrong, but I want to say that the terrorist was Gene Simmons. But I could be wrong. That might not have been him.
I remember he played the bad guy in Runaway.
Yeah, maybe I might be getting the two movies mixed up. But I'm going to spoil the ending of Wanted Dead or Alive.
Okay.
Again, he's a bounty hunter. The cops actually will hire him for these hard takedowns or whatever. He gets the guy, and he gets a $10,000 bonus if he brings him in alive. So he finally catches the guy, and he's got him, and he puts a grenade in his mouth. And he's got him tied up. There's the cops. And during the movie, the terrorist, the guy he's chasing, killed his best friend. And so he's standing there. There's the guy. He's got the grenade in his mouth. And Howard's standing in front of him. And there's the cop. And he's like, "All right, we got him. Okay, we're gonna send you your money." He goes, "Yep, send my money to my friend's widow, his best friend's wife. Send the money to her, and I'll keep the bonus." And then he walks up to the guy. You know what? Fuck the bonus. Pulls the pin and walks away. The cops scatter, and the guy's just like,
oh, Jesus.
It was fucking badass, man. And this had to be a mid to late 80s movie. So again, I'm like barely 13 watching this, and it was badass.
Oh, another one. I remember seeing this cover in the video stores. Yeah.
Yep. That's the one.
Yeah. Never saw it.
I don't know if it holds up. That one I haven't gone back to. The only movie that I mentioned.
You're right. Gene Simmons is in it.
He was. Okay. I thought so. Because he kind of did a couple villain roles in that same era. Because I'm pretty sure that and Runaway came out within a few years of each other.
Probably.
The only thing I remember from Runaway was the robot spiders.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. We talked about.
Oh, you still there? I think he was going to say the Oscars and some general movie chat. Well, hopefully you don't lose me too.
There we go.
There he is.
Yeah. For some reason, my laptop lost Wi-Fi for a second. That's weird. Oh. It did that the last time we did this too. That's weird. Anyways, do you got anything else you want to talk about?
I don't think so.
All right. Well, then I think the
only thing I was going to add to the Rutger Hauer thing was he has a blink and you miss it cameo in a movie that is going to be one of my recommendations for you guys.
Oh, okay. A blink and you miss it, huh?
Yeah.
All right. I'm curious. And now that I know that you've watched Stephen Chow's movies, I'm making sure they're not in my list because I was considering including because I didn't know if you guys would have known them or watched them. So.
Oh, that's why. Like I've got plenty of backups in case you guys have seen something.
I've got 6 right now that I'm fairly confident. I'm gonna try and get to 10 just to have a few more.
Yeah.
So cool. All right. Well, here we go. So next week we will hopefully have Rob back, or we'll be in studio to do our top 5 of movies the other guys should have watched.
Yes.
All righty. Well then, for another week at the Movie Madhouse, I'm Jason.
I'm James.
And see you next week.
Toodles.
How It's a madhouse! A madhouse!